It was a quiet night, one of those when everything in the house seems too still. The clock had just passed 10:30 p.m. The hallway light dimly glowed outside Lisa's bedroom, casting soft shadows across the walls. From the silence came a small, tired voice. "Mom! Mom!" I was in the living room folding laundry when I heard her. I sighed and walked toward her room. "Mom?" Again, a little louder. "Lisa?" "What's wrong, sweetheart?" I asked gently as I peeked into her room. "I tried to sleep, but I can't. I don't know why. Can you bring me some milk?" she said, rubbing her eyes. I nodded. "Of course, baby. I'll be right back." I walked into the kitchen, grabbed a small glass, and poured warm milk from the jug. Maybe it was just her mind running wild again. This had been happening for a few days now. I brought the glass to her and sat beside her bed. "Here you go. Drink this, it'll help you rest." She took a sip and leaned back under the blanket. I kissed her forehead. "Good night, sweetheart." "Good night, Mommy." The next morning, I knocked on Lisa's door. "Lisa, wake up. You're getting late for school." No reply. I walked in and lightly shook her. She slowly opened her eyes. "You've got to hurry up and get ready. We don't want to miss the bus again." She nodded, sleepily sitting up. Later that evening, after dinner and a short cartoon marathon, I tucked Lisa into bed again. "Good night, baby," I whispered. "Good night, Mom." I went to my room, ready to finally relax, but before I could even lay down, I heard her voice again. "Mom? Mom?" I walked back to her room, a bit more frustrated this time. "Oh no, not again," I mumbled to myself. "No milk, and she won't sleep without it." I tried to stay calm. "Lisa, what is it now? I can't sleep again. I really tried, Mommy, but without milk my head just won't slow down." I checked the fridge. Empty. Not a single drop left. I sighed heavily. "Okay, I'll go out and get some. Just stay in bed and don't worry. I'll be back soon." I put on my coat, grabbed my keys, and stepped out into the cold. The streets were empty, only dim streetlights, and the sound of distant barking filled the silence. A few minutes later, I was back at the front door, holding a bottle of milk. I reached for my keys but fumbled in the dark. My hands shook slightly. "Lisa!" "It's me," I called out. "Can you open the door? I dropped the keys." No answer. I knocked again, softly. "Go to bed. I'll be right in with the milk." Finally, I got the door open. The house was still. In the kitchen, I poured the milk into the glass and walked quietly toward Liz's room. But something was wrong. The hallway felt heavy, too silent. I entered her room and held out the glass. "Here, honey, your milk." Lisa sat up slowly, looked at the glass, and froze. "But it's red." When I looked at the glass, and my heart nearly stopped. It was red, thick, dark. "That's not milk," she whispered. "I don't want it." "Drink," I heard a voice whisper in the room, but it wasn't mine. "Drink it," the voice repeated, more firm this time. Lisa dropped the glass, and it shattered on the floor. I screamed. "Mom, Mom." A shadow moved past the door. Rushed into the hallway. "Lisa, where are you?" No answer. I checked every room. "Lisa? Lisa? Where are you, Lisa?" Then I heard a soft cry coming from the closet in my room. I opened the door slowly, and there she was, curled up, eyes wide with fear. "Mommy!" She jumped into my arms. "What happened, sweetheart? Why were you hiding?" There was a monster in my room, and it looked just like you." I held her tighter. Lisa, honey, you were dreaming. Come on, let's go check your room together. We walked slowly back to her bedroom. I checked under the bed, inside the closet, behind the curtains. See? Nothing's here. Everything is safe. Are you sure? She asked, still shaking. Yes, and it's way past your bedtime. You need sleep for school. Mommy, will you sleep here with me tonight? I looked at her tear-glistered eyes and nodded. Of course. Let me just turn off the lights. We both got under the covers. I pulled her close and gently stroked her hair. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, Mommy. But even as she drifted off to sleep, I couldn't close my eyes because I remembered I never dropped the milk and I never opened that front door. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this creepy bedtime story. If it gave you chills, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We've got more spooky tales on the way. Stay safe, and always check your milk. Until next time,